Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history, Sean's View Entertainment, right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Here to give my view and opinion of the hottest rumors, the leading stories, the top news, the headlines, and everything in between. You see, yesterday there was a ton of news out. So much, it came so fast and furious that I couldn't even keep up with it because I wasn't home. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run down all the top stories, rumors, news, and headlines from last night and going into this morning. So let's get down to this. I don't usually do this all in one video, so this video is going to be a little bit longer because I cannot miss any of this because this is too good to not talk about and give my view on. And I look forward to your comments and your opinions on the matter. Now, WWE officials, and this is according to DWN, Pwinsider, and the Wrestling Observer newsletter. All the links will be in the description of this video. That's the proof. That's the source. Fair use. WWE officials have been evaluating the main roster's Divas division as of late. One of the goals with AJ being out is to see what they have with the talent that have been given limited opportunities. While some Divas continue to improve, the results of the evaluation have been said to be poor so far. This has made AJ's stock in the company go up. She's expected to keep her spot as a top star when she returns. Now, going into next week's tapings, it said that there's starting to be some concern about how fans aren't accepting Paige as the top WWE women's star. Word is that those concerns also include a lack of reaction at live events. One observer reports that she isn't engaging with the crowd. At the same time, the Divas division and NXT continues to impress officials, and there has been a lot of talk about calling new talents up to the main roster. Well, that's awesome. I mean, you know, the WWE's Divas roster needs a refresh. They need an update. And right now, we are seeing other Divas that didn't really get a chance to shine and get TV time. We're seeing that now. The likes of Alicia Fox, the likes of Layla, the likes of Tamina Snuka. So, you know, this is really good. I mean, you know, with AJ being out, it's opening up new doors. It's opening up new opportunities. And that's what I like about the Divas division. Hey, I'm a fan of Paige. I like Paige's work. I followed her work before the WWE. I'm following her work into the WWE. She has made a major splash. But I think for Paige, for some reason or another, because she's so different from all the other Divas, it's going to take her a bit longer and for the fans to relate to her. But I mean, I'm not saying that her reaction's like great or anything. Obviously, you can tell it's like not like thunderous. But I think in time, once the Divas division builds a stronger base and gets out there, and you know, the performance comes better, I think it will be enhanced, and I think the Divas division will look a lot better for it. And I'm glad that AJ Lee will still be used as one of the top Divas. I mean, for a while there, many people were getting sick and tired of her becoming the Divas champion and staying Divas champion. But she made that championship look even more important because she held it for so long. So I'm liking where the Divas division is going. It's surely a hell of a lot better built up than it was, say, a year ago today. So I'm liking it. Now, here's a huge update as it concerns Sin Cara and Sheamus. Many people messaged me and left me comments. Sean, oh my God, there was an altercation. There was a fight. There was a brawl between Sin Cara and Sheamus backstage. And all I got to say about that is at least the brawl wasn't botched. Big news here on Big E and what's next for him. Many have been wondering what's next for Big E after suffering notable losses and dropping the Intercontinental Championship to Bad News Barrett at Extreme Rules. Word is that WWE Creative is focused on looking for the next step for Big E. It's been reported in the past that Big E has many supporters, including Triple H and John Cena. WWE officials now feel that he has peaked and a heel turn for Big E could be coming soon. Well, I mean, I think that's about the only thing you can do with Big E at this time. You know, he's developed a reputation. People know about him now. He's got out there. He's put his name out there. You know, besides having those notable losses, he's also had some notable wins. People know him because he was the Intercontinental Champion. People recognize him from NXT. So I think moving ahead, I think that's about the only thing you can do for Big E is turn him into a heel. And then you can focus on new matches, new predicaments, new storylines. And Big E could be a top heel, perhaps for the World Championship, against Daniel Bryan. I mean, those could be some good matches. I'm not saying that Big E is one of the greatest wrestlers out there, but he is decent, and I've definitely seen a lot worse, but I like the physicality. I like the tenacity. I like what Big E, I like his explosiveness. He may not be the best on the mic. He may not have the best personality. He may not have something that, you know, fans can relate to as in, oh yeah, we'll take this guy, I look up to him, or, you know, I'm a big fan of him, but he just goes in there and he gets the job done and he does what he has to do. You know, Big E isn't about finesse. He goes in there and, you know, he'll thrash you, he'll trash you, he'll kill you, he'll do whatever it takes to get where he needs to do to become champion or to get a win. But right now, WWE Creative seems like, they're going back and forth exactly how they should utilize him, because Big E is a talent that you can't misuse, you can't mistreat. He's got the power, he's got the skill, he's got what the WWE wants in a superstar. Yeah, like I said, he lacks some things, but he makes up for it in his physicality in that ring and his prowess to go all the way. So Big E, he's a force to be reckoned with. Make no mistake about it. So, I think Big E is going to be a big time player in the WWE one day. Huge update as it concerns the Shield breaking up. They won't be breaking up anytime soon, as people speculated. That plan has been taken off the table, and reports the Wrestling Observer newsletter. The trio was supposed to have a split by now, as many said, but now according to the new report, had WWE gone with the original plans when they started teasing it several months ago, WWE Creative is not discussing the idea right now, and it's being said that WWE management wants to keep them together going forward. Well, that's a good thing. The Shield are very dominant. They are very resourceful. They gel well as a team, and people can relate to them. There's not many times that you can see a lot of factions and trios and tag teams stick around for a long time. The NWO stuck around for a long time. Degeneration X stuck around for a long time. Nation of Domination stuck around for a long time. Proven commodities in the company. And you want to talk about proven commodities. You want to talk about getting the job done. You want to talk about having a positive vibe on the company. The Shield has that. The Shield are young. They are young. They don't have to break up now. It's too soon. It's too early. You're only talking, maybe 2 years into their run, or a year and a half at most. They need longevity. And you know what? That's what we need. We need these guys to be together. We need them to be stable. We need them to be strong. And that's what they are right now. And I'm glad that the Shield are staying together. As they say, united you stand, divided you fall, and the Shield are going to be with it for the long run. They're going to be in it for the long haul, and that's a good thing. I'm glad the Shield are going to stay together, because they are a force to be reckoned with, and they are one of the greatest factions I have seen come down the line in a long damn time, and it would be sad to see them break up so soon. So I'm glad that the WWE is seeing that they're getting a pop, the fans are relating to them, the fans are on their side, and it would be a hell of a thing to break them up now, especially with them having so much momentum at this stage of the game. WWE superstars getting time off. It's been something that has been speculated and rumored on for months, possibly, potentially years. And the WWE is actually thinking about doing that. And I think that's something you need to be done to refresh and to recharge. And not only that, I'm not talking about the whole roster, because obviously they can't do that. They can't afford to do that. Okay? But they are actually talking about what would happen with the idea of running consistent shows without the likes of John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton as the build headliners. Well, that's when you step up guys like The Shield and Big E. You throw Fandango in there. You throw a potential new crop of superstars. You get them out there. This is where they need to be utilized. This is where then John Cena and Daniel Bryan could take a step back and, get better and heal their injuries and their soreness and whatever else they got going on, because I can guarantee you right now, it's not a walk in the park for John Cena and Daniel Bryan, who are perhaps one of the most consistent, hardest working performers in the company's history. Look where CM Punk is right now. He was banged up. He was hurt. He needed time off. Not only did he need time off, but his health was at stake. So he had to do what he had to do. And of course, he wasn't, too keen on creative at the time. But talent needs to get time off, and that's where the WWE needs to build the foundation. They need to build the next superstars to be the headliners, like a Roman Reigns, like Big E, like Seth Rollins, like the Wyatt family. There's a lot of potential. The WWE roster right now, they talk about how it's weak and how it's limited and how there's a lot of injuries and a lot of releases. Well, that's the WWE's fault for not utilizing them correctly. That's creative's fault for not putting them in a storyline that had meaning behind it, or trying to get the fans behind them. Like Adam Rose, I hate that gimmick. I can't stand it. I don't know who the hell is in charge of that, but it's horrible. It sucks. I'm not a big fan of. I'm a fan of his in-ring work. He's a good competitor. He's a good performer, but that gimmick needs to go. It just sucks. I'm sorry. I can't relate to it. I can't get into it. It's just not my cup of tea. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the leading top stories, news, rumors, headlines, the hottest trends trends going on in the WWE right now. I will be back later today for even more part 2 of the top stories, the hottest rumors, news, and headlines, previous predictions. But I want your comments, I want your opinions on all the stories, and what do you think? Thank you for watching, and I hope you didn't mind me doing all this in one video. It's a little different, but I'm not going to stick to this. This is just a one-time thing. Subscribe.